Okay, it's about 5 minutes past 12, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am going to turn off video for now, just to reduce distractions, but during the Q&A portion, if you would prefer to ask questions over video or by the mic, just put that in the chat and Jess or I will turn you back on. So let me get this, turn off my video as well. And hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me today for an overview of the new VAEEC member resource portal. I'm Rebecca Hoy, Office Manager for Virginia Energy Efficiency Council. I joined staff in October of 2018, and I've spent the last several months researching and implementing a new contact management system for our organization. While our primary goal in selecting a new CRM was to streamline our in-house processes, the tool that we selected, called Neon CRM, provides many public-facing features that will allow you to take advantage of your membership and benefits like never before. I'll spend the next hour or so discussing how to navigate the features of this exciting and new tool. If you have questions at any time, you can use the chat function located at the bottom of your screen. I will answer time-sensitive questions as we go, and save general questions for the Q&A at the end of the webinar. I'll also stop 2 or 3 times throughout the webinar to give you the opportunity to ask questions about a specific feature. The new portal is completely replacing the old member resource page and will serve as a one-stop shop for all things VAEEC. We're excited to offer a platform that is more interactive, offers additional tools, and allows you to access all of your benefits in one place. So today, I'll walk you through logging into the member resource portal, renewing your membership, adding employees or sub-members to your membership, registering for events, submitting success stories, using the new member directory, and accessing member type specific resources. I'll share my screen to show you how to navigate, but feel free to try it out for yourself as we go along. So if you will bear with me for just a second, I'm going to stop my share so that I can flip over to a different screen. No. And so to access the portal, you'll go to the VAEEC homepage that you see here. You choose Member Resource Portal from the dropdown under Members. And this will take you to the login page. If you created a username and password when the portal launched, you can go ahead and log in. If you did not, select I forgot my login name and password here. Enter your work email address, and you should receive an email that prompts you to create a login name, which can be your email address or anything else that you choose, and a new password. If you do not get an email, check your junk, spam, or quarantine filters. Make sure you click not spam or take other steps to email or to whitelist the email address, as this will be an important communication tool moving forward. You may need to contact your web administrator or IT department to ensure that these emails are received. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Here is the login homepage. As you can see, the most commonly used functions can be accessed via these buttons here. There's membership directory, the events calendar, the membership badge download page, our members only blog, which currently only has the 2020 legislative updates, but this will be where we host any future member exclusive content, the member renewal form, and the share your success page. Great. You can reach any of these pages and others through this drop-down box in the upper right-hand corner. Anytime you want to get back to this page, select Login Home from the bottom of the drop-down menu here. While we have this quick access button to go straight to the renewal form from Login Home, I want to bring your attention here to Manage My Membership. You can use Manage My Membership to renew, like this link, update your profile, or reset your password. The Update My Profile feature is really helpful if your organization moves to a different office or changes email conventions. All of our backend data plus information in the member directory comes from your profile, so it's important that that remains correct. Let's go back to Login Home and come over to Renew My Membership. While the page says Member History, we only imported data from 2019 forward when we set up the new system. So if you have been a long-time member, those historical transactions will not show up here. We do still have them on file, but we felt it was a better use of time and resources to start fresh. From this page, you can enable auto renewal, which will automatically charge whatever form of payment you put on file in Neon Pay each year when you are due for renewal. You can also view the details of prior transactions, which you can print or save for your own records. To renew your membership, you'll click Renew Now under Actions here. You can also access this form directly. I'm going to log out for a second. I access this form directly from the home page. You go to Join and Membership Renewal. Now, as you can see, this form will prompt you to log in and will autofill most of the fields for you. It's pretty convenient. So here you're going to select your membership level. I'm going to choose Government so that I can walk you through payment process. Again, you can click this box to choose whether or not you want to automatically renew. If you do not want to automatically renew, just leave it blank and hit Submit. The next step will prompt you to add sub-members, which we'll go over in a moment. Basically, a sub-member is how the system refers to employees of a member organization that will also need to access benefits such as event registrations. There's no additional charge for sub-members. So I'll click the box next to my name, hit Continue, renew my one employee since he still works for my fictional city, and we'll hit Continue again. If someone listed as a sub-member is no longer employed by you, just leave that page blank or just leave that box blank. Now this brings us to the payment page. You can use the Neon Pay credit card processor, an e-check or ACH, PayPal, or you can select Pay Later to mail in a physical check. And you can see here under credit card and e-check, there's a box that you can check to choose to cover the fees that are associated with your payment. This is optional, but would of course be appreciated as we are a nonprofit. Once you hit Submit, you'll receive an email acknowledging your payment, and you'll be good to go for another year. So now we're going to go over adding and removing sub-members. As I mentioned earlier, sub-members are employees of your organization that will need to access benefits without necessarily going through your primary contact. So let's pretend that my fictional member, Testing City, has an employee in the Energy Management Department named Matt. And Matt wants to check out our newest members only blog. As a sub-member, he can log into the portal and go to the blog posts from Login Home. If he wasn't a sub-member of Testing City, there would be no way for the system to differentiate between his account and that of a non-member that created a login to say register for an event. He would either have to share a login with me since I'm the primary contact, or he'd have to ask me to cheat and make a PDF since the link is inside the portal and there's not another way to access it. There's no additional fee for sub-members, and there's currently no limit on how many sub-members an organization can have at any membership level except for individual. We're going to go back to the Renew My Membership button on Login Home. If you scroll down, you'll see here where the additional sub-members and membership section is. If you are a sub-member, you can't renew other memberships in your organization or view the primary membership data. To add a new employee, you just click Add here, beneath the drop-down box. You fill in this sub-member form and hit continue. They will then receive an email prompting them to create a login and password for the homepage. Removing an employee is also pretty simple. You just click Set as a non-current employee. If you want to remove their account from our system completely, click the box next to their name and hit Remove here. So does anyone have any questions so far about membership and sub-members? Okay, then I will move on in a moment. All right. So now we're going to cover registering for events. You can get to the event calendar from the drop-down box in the upper right-hand corner, or again from Login Home. Here, you'll see a list of upcoming events for VAEEC and potentially for our members. So if you have an upcoming event of any kind, let us know and we'll add it to our calendar. So today, we're going to register for the testing forum. And one feature of Neon that I really like is the ability to set different ticket prices based on conditions. Since I'm logged in as a member, admission price you see here is free. But on the public-facing page that we would have on our website, admission would show as $25 with the ability to log in as a member like we saw on the renewal form. We're going to click here to register. Scroll down and choose the number of registrations. Hit continue. And here you'll see the name of anyone that is associated with your membership. So again, if you're a sub-member and not a primary contact, you'll only see your own information here as opposed to anyone else who is part of your organization. I'm going to choose myself, hit continue. And you'll see here that I can choose which breakout session I want to participate in during the event. Staff can also set limits, you see here, on how many people can be in a particular session, which will be really helpful to us for planning future in-person events. You can also hit add an attendee, which will be useful if you are, again, a sub-member and want to add a colleague. You'll hit continue. And since admission is free for this particular event, I can just hit complete registration and be finished. If there was a charge for registration or for additional sessions, this would take you to the payment page that we saw for renewals. If upon reviewing your registration here, you need to make any changes, you just click edit right there. Now let's say something comes up and you're no longer able to attend the event. You can go to the drop-down menu here and go to My Registered Event. Now this will show you a list of all of the events that you've registered for since your account was created. So go to the correct one, hit Details, and here you can select Replace Attendee. Here you can transfer your registration to another person in your organization. If you don't see that person listed with the organization, you can just hit Continue and enter their information here. If no one else can take over your registration, you'll need to email me at rebecca@vaeec.org, and I'll cancel it on the back end. There's currently not a process for users to cancel their own registrations in Neon. Do we have any questions about events? All righty, and I'm going to move right along again. Okay. So the next couple of features I'm going to go through are submitting success stories and the new member directory. These features are pretty straightforward, but they're a marked improvement over our previous processes, so they're worth an overview. The VAEC has been working with a media and PR firm called Spring Story this year. And one of the things that he's been doing to really increase the value of membership and the visibility of our organization is collecting member stories to solicit to media and share on our social networks. The Success Stories form is the quickest and easiest way to get your good news to us and by extension to potential media exposure. So you can either choose Share Your Success from the drop-down screen or drop-down menu, or you can select the Quick Access button from Login Home. Like our other forms, your contact information will auto-populate. So you'll just need to type in 3 to 5 sentences here about your project, award, program, initiative, event, and provide any relevant links here, your website, and hit submit. I will get an email with your submission and then we'll work to market it however possible. Next, we'll go over the member directory, which again, you can access either by drop-down menu or by the quick access button on home. The biggest change with this member directory versus our prior one is that this one's searchable. You can search by company name, primary contact, or by primary business sector. Right now, we only have primary contacts listed in the member directory, but I would love any feedback about whether you feel that some members and company contacts should be included. So, search myself up. You see here that if I hit details, it'll give you a different view of the information about my organization. However, this is no different than the information that is in the main directory page. So if you feel that those should be differentiated, I would love to hear the feedback. So the last member feature I'm going to go over today is the member type specific pages that we have set up. Currently, these are the local government resource page and the board of directors resources page. These pages are only accessible to local government members and board members respectively. We do plan to eventually roll out pages for our committees. I also welcome feedback about other types of resources that you would like to see and other parts of our membership that you think would benefit from specific information and tools. So if you are not a local government member, and you try to go to this page, well, that one's not going to work right now. It'll say you do not have permission to view this page. But if you are, say, a board member, this would have documentation for meetings and any other resources that are specific to those individuals within our membership. So if there are resources for implementers or ESCOs or other parts of membership that you feel like we should focus on, please let us know. And that actually was 20 minutes of the fastest webinar ever because that is all I have for the new member portal. So at this point, thank you so much for participating, and I will open it up to Q&A. Again, you can use the chat button at the bottom of your screen, or if you would like to unmute yourself and ask a question, you may do so as well. Okay, before I let you go, I would like to bring up a few upcoming events that we have. The Virginia Energy Efficiency Council was invited by the Governor's Office to partner with DMME and DHCD to put together a webinar on the energy efficiency components in the Virginia Clean Economy Act. That event will be held on July 8th at 1 p.m. We also have 2 virtual networking breaks coming up, one at noon on July 16th and one at 4 on July 23rd. Registration for those events is open and is on our website. We would also like for you to save the date. Our second ever virtual forum, but first virtual fall forum is scheduled for November 10th. More details on that will be forthcoming, but we are excited about the opportunity to try new tools and to share more information with you. So thank you again so much for attending, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. Again, that's Rebecca@vaeec.org. And I hope that you explore the portal, take advantage of the options that it presents, and that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you all so much.